Hello guys, hope you're well. Today was the 4th of July 2024 and today there has been a fucking huge realization, and usually when I just want to talk in a video I'll like fish if it's like too much, like the topic might be too serious, or like I can't like play the game and talk about it at the same time. I need to do something like fish. Ladies and gentlemen, this time I'm just gonna climb this scaffolding and stand, because I've heard a piece of news today that is so fucking crazy. We need to sit down, okay? So I think just yesterday I was saying I'm going to talk about this girl list because I'm literally disregarding the whole day. I'll talk about the day later after this because some other shit stuff happened today too. But this is at the forefront of my mind, which I'm sort of ashamed to admit actually, but understandably so, I guess. So as you mostly know, if you watch these videos, I've been completely obsessed with a girl for a long time now, and now, I'm not sure if this information is helping me. I think it is, but it's disgusting. Okay, so get this. Summary for those of you with first video, basically. Really liked the girl. I knew her before she even broke up with her boyfriend. She broke up with her boyfriend. She asked me to go travelling with her. We went travelling. I told her my feelings. We had sex. She said maybe we could have a relationship in the future. She wouldn't write it off. But she's just not ready right now. We kept sleeping with each other. She said she's not the kind of girl to sleep with other people. There was like one or two guys at the restaurant that I was like worried that she was like going out with. But I mean, one guy was hella ugly, so I wasn't worried about him. And then they stopped talking. I heard through somebody else. And the other guy, she told me indirectly that she didn't like him because somebody was like, "Oh, do you two like each other?" And she's like, "No, we're not. No, that's gross." Anyway, basically, I feel like I can't be bothered to go through a summary every fucking video. But I really like this girl. We went travelling. She made me feel like a relationship was possible. There's so much more to this story, but I'm not going to go into it, into the actual backstory. Just long story short, I really liked the girl, and then after almost 2 months of being out with each other, then she asked me to go to Australia with her, and I said yes, and I thought, oh my god, she must really like me. She asked me to go to Australia, but then things happened in Indonesia, and I was like, dude, I don't think she likes me after all. So then I pulled out of the Australia trip and just went home. I've now been back in England for 2 weeks, and it's been really hard. I've been really sad about her. Today in particular, I was very down about her as well. And that one dude at the restaurant that I wasn't worried about, like I know that they're friends and they text all the time. I knew that he liked her because it doesn't make sense for a dude to text a girl that much if he doesn't like her. And I knew that he liked it. It didn't surprise me. But he patted me on the shoulder and he was like, "Yo, do you want to have a chat?" And I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna bang this guy in the face." I fantasized about beating the shit out of this guy because when I was with this girl, he was texting her all the time. He's always on his phone, always on her phone, just texting her. I was like, I want to fuck this guy up. He took me outside and he's like, "You can guess what I'm going to talk to you about." And I'm like, "Yep." And then he just said, like, he explained what's up, and basically this girl who I once saw as a potential future life partner, and I love this girl. She's a complete whore. Which is like, it's such a disgusting realization, but it helps a little bit because it's like, okay, I just made a serious misjudgment on her character, which is very surprising. I think everyone in the situation is surprised. But it hurts a lot because when we had sex together, it was so special to me, and to her, it was literally nothing. Not nothing, but well, basically nothing. That's what really hurts me. Again, that hurts me as well. That's a new sort of pain, but at the same time, like this whole realization it helps because I'm like, okay, well, she's not the kind of person I'd want to be in a relationship with. Because up until today, I thought she still was. I still thought she was a wonderful person. I still really wanted to go out with her, but she's so fucked up. I mean, I knew she had her problems, but they were manageable, and I wanted to help her with them. Which she actually laughed at me behind my back for wanting to help her with her problems. This girl might be truly unsavable, ladies and gents. So basically, the long story short is, she broke up with her boyfriend, which I knew about, obviously, and then I started going out with her. When I was going out with her, we didn't kiss or anything, but she was already fucking the dude in the kitchen, like a week after she broke up with her boyfriend. So basically, this other dude in the kitchen, they had like very deep talks, him and this girl, and she's told him like a lot. And I'm not sure why she told him so much and not me, but that's just that. And I just had a 3-hour call with him tonight after the talking to him in person at work, and he told me everything, and it's fucked. So yeah, so they were fucking each other whilst we were going on whilst we were going out to like watch movies and stuff, and I thought I was trying to get with her. He literally said to her, "Don't have sex with me." Me as in me. I'm talking about me. He says, "Don't have sex with." Oh shit. So let's call this guy Michael. Let's call this guy Michael. Let's say my name's Faris. Michael was saying to this girl, "Don't have sex with Faris when you're away, because I can see it's going to happen." And she was like, "No, I won't." Spoiler alert: we did have sex. And then they had sex a day before she left to go travelling, which is disgusting. I had no idea. I had no idea I was in love with this girl. She had sex less than 24 hours after I was seeing her at the airport. I had no clue. She was sleeping at her family house. Her fucking parents knew this dude and shook his hand, and then he fucking goes and rails her in her bedroom in a family house. It's crazy, guys. It's fucking crazy. Okay? And then we have our thing. I'm not even sure if she slept with anybody in between me. I'd like to think not, because we're together all the time. And the whole time I'm with her, she's like chatting shit about me to this dude on WhatsApp. Like, I'm trying to help her with her like problems, and I have counsellors that I can recommend. And she's like, "Oh, he's trying to be my saviour," and oh, he's being so clingy. And she's saying that like I'm like following her. I mean, to an extent, I'm definitely guilty of following her for sure. But out of everybody in the group, I'm the one that went off on my own the most. And I offered her countless times, like, "Look, if you want to be alone, I'll leave you alone." Or I literally said to her sometimes, like, "Look, I'm not going to ask you out because I know that you want to be alone for a little bit. But if you want to go out, ask me out, and I'll be there." And she did. Like, she probably asked me out more than I asked her out on that holiday. And she's accusing me of being clingy and all that shit. I mean, I probably was clingy at some points, because I absolutely loved this girl, guys. So, I mean, I probably was at points, but not. I think I could genuinely feel if I was being annoyingly clingy, and I don't think I'm actually guilty of that. Because I would be able to feel it in myself. I think. I'd like to think, at least. I don't think I am guilty of that. And yeah, so after I left the holiday, like 6-7 weeks in, heartbroken, she like slept with some fucking Australian dude in Australia. and she probably slept with the surfer dude, but I don't know that for sure. And then she came back home and she slept with the dude in the kitchen basically immediately, like 2 days ago now. She's just a whore. And yeah, and she told him so many lies about us. He asked her how many times we slept together. She said 1. And then she says, "No, actually 3. And I don't have a number. I didn't count, but it's more than 3. And she said that we didn't do certain things, but we did. And she just lied so much. She's just lying. And it really, like, she's just a horrible person. And that helps me get over it, I think, guys. It's such a shit situation that I made such a mischaracter judgment, but that's it, guys, you know. It was quite a shocking call, let me tell you that, my friends. Yeah, that's basically the summary of the call. I'm just so gobsmacked. This whole situation is just gross. And we didn't have protected sex, and now I might need to go get tested. dude. Oh my god. Yeah, it's fucked up. This girl is so fucked up. I mean, this other guy who slept with her literally the other day. So if he's got anything wrong with him, if he's fine, I'm fine. But my goodness, guys. My goodness. I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. It's currently 2:15 in the morning. I'm going to have to go back to work tomorrow. They called me in again. And I don't know, guys. I've got all the emotions right now. It's even quite funny at times. It's quite funny. But it's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. Unbelievable. I didn't even know people were capable of this. I thought you only heard about this in like drama movies. Like, she's been such a whore. It's actually fucking like almost, I can't even imagine it. It's actually crazy, my friends, and I don't know how I feel about it. I'm very sad that she's been sleeping around already. It's just about been over 2 weeks since I left her, and she said that I was annoying her, which really hurts. And she was just chatting shit about me on WhatsApp, basically, which hurts, guys. It hurts. But you know, this is a whole shift in perspective now, which I think is going to help me. Because before, I mean, literally yesterday, I would never would have got back with her, and I definitely won't now. But I don't even know what my reason was for not getting back with her. If I was given the chance yesterday, except maybe the chance, she just said some meanish things, but they weren't supposed to be mean. They just came across mean, like things like I'm trying to keep my options open or shit. Like, that's just an insult, and you can't like go with someone else if they say that. But now, obviously, it's completely off the table. Now, no way. But it's just a massive shift in perspective, because I used to think she was the most wonderful human on earth. I was ready to make her my #1 priority, but now I found out what she's really like. Obviously, that's not up for grabs. Apparently, also, she dated women, which is fine, but she dated like a transgender as well growing up, which is crazy, because we actually had discussions about relationship past, and she didn't bring any of that up. Like, we had so many discussions, and she missed out so much about herself. Honestly, guys, fucking crazy. And now this guy's going to go and talk to her tomorrow about the whole situation. And she has my SIM card, so I might have to start learning a new phone number, because I don't think she'll ever give that back to me. Yeah, so that is that situation, my friends. In a summary, it's really fucking filthy. And yeah, I feel just unclean being a part of it. Even though I was unknowingly a part of it, I feel dirty, and it's just such a shame that this person who I once saw to be this wonderful person is just a complete whore. It's such a shame. But then on the other part of my brain says, dude, she's really fucked up in the head. Like, try and help her, but there's no point. I already tried to help her, and she like mocked me. So yeah, I mean, honestly, disgusting. The whole situation is just so fucked up. So like, she knew she was fucking other people the whole time, but she was telling me that she wouldn't write off a relationship with us two in the future. But then the whole time she was telling the other, because the other guy she was fucking was sort of interested in a relationship too, and she was telling him what he wanted to hear and me what I wanted to hear, and she was kind of keep it. I wasn't aware that he was even on the radar. I didn't know they slept with each other. Absolute whore. Yeah, crazy. And I don't use this word much, guys, but it's literally the definition. So I think I have a right here. I'm very upset with this person, and they're literally a whore. So, you know, don't gasp and hold your hands over your mouth. You know, it's literally the definition. Like, this is green grass. She is a whore. It's literally just like that. It's very, very sad though, friends. I'm not saying this like, oh yeah, now it's okay. It's not okay. You know, I'm not sure if it's worse. I think it's, I don't know. I don't know. It's really fucked up. And trust me, guys. I mean, now I'm telling you this story, you might think, oh, it's probably obvious from the start. No, it wasn't. This girl comes across so quiet and peaceful. It's such a bloody shame. Anyway, today I woke up. I really didn't want to go to training, but I went anyway because I'm fucking hard. Went, did the wrestling. I actually did quite well in the wrestling. I was a little bit worried about my ear, but I'm fine. And then I did the pro training afterwards, but it was all like leg locks and stuff. I just did the drills and I missed out the sparring, so I'm competing on Saturday. Chatted to some guys in the gym, left, went home, bought some fucking coffee and nuts on the way home. Got in, had some eggs. I only had 3 boiled eggs left, so boiled those eggs, had my porridge with no Nutella, just honey and nuts. The honey smelled really funny, but it tasted alright. You know, couldn't really taste any honey, like sweetener or anything, but yeah, just the nuts and the porridge was alright. It was a bit hard to get down really because it wasn't particularly tasty. Probably just have to go with Nutella in the future, not being funny. And yeah, then after that I had some fucking cereal, so I had a massive meal in the middle of the day. It wasn't particularly that good for me. Then went on my PC, did a little bit of work, a really little bit of work to be honest, did a little bit of gaming, then I've tried to do a little bit more work because I felt guilty, couldn't get much done, then I had to leave for work, drove to work, a little bit of a quiet day, but then I went in the toilet and I got a text from my mate saying he'd been kicked out of his house. His mum called the police on him. He doesn't help himself, my friend. He sort of believes that he's entitled to a lot. Like he's like, oh, my mum birthed me, she should feed me and shit. It's like, mate, like you're 22 now, you gotta get your own food. And like he threw like a tantrum, and his mum like called the police, and now he's kicked out of his house. Which is sad to hear. I can't help him because I'm living with my dad, and I can't just be like, yo, can you move in? But yeah, I hope he finds fucking something to help him. He's got a driving test tomorrow. It's really shit for him. Then work picked up. I got a little bit busy. It's fine. And then this dude in the kitchen wanted to talk to me after work. I was like, yeah, what's up? And then he told me all of it. And then I finished my job, finished doing my fucking chores. And then I texted him like, yo, we got a call when you get home. This is fucking crazy. And then we called and just had that massive conversation. I learned so much. And it's it's fucking mind blowing, guys. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And that's where I'm at, guys. You know, I'm really fucked up right now. I don't know how I'm going to sleep, but I'm going to try. Got a bit of a headache, and yeah, we'll fucking see, you know. I think this will help me, but it's just such a shocking thing to hear. But that's it, my friends. Thank you. I hope you're doing better than me at the moment. And if you're not, I wish you the best. And yeah, fucking hell. Wish me luck, friends. Thank you.